In Korean, the alphabet is called Hangulga. It is spelled like this. Han, Guk, Ha. Hangulga. The first letter we have here is called Gyuk. Now, when you spell it in Romanji, it's spelled like this. Gyuk. Gyuk says G. G. So the way you write Gyuk is you go from the left to the right, like that, and then you go down. So from the left to the right, and then down, like this. Gyuk. Okay, so the second letter is Nian. In Romanji, you spell it like this. Nian. So Nian says no. No. So the way you write Nian is down and then to the right. So it's kind of like a squished L. Like that. Nian. So the third letter is Digut. In Romanji, you spell it like this. Digut. And Digut says D. A D sound. D. You write it like this. You write the character like this. So to the left and down without taking your pen off the page, and then to the right. Be good. The fourth letter is Lia. You spell it like this. Leo can say L or R, depending on the word that you're reading or writing. So you can say L or R. So like I said before, Leo could say L or R. Now here's an example of when it says R, like rolling your R sounds. This is R. So this word is very common in Korean. It says sarang, which means love. So sarang means love. And the liud is right there. And this is when it says ra, like rolling your eyes. Ra. Alright, so our fifth letter is called mium. Mium. Mium obviously says m. And there is no distinct stroke pattern for this one. You can write it any way you want because like it's just a box. So you can write it like that. You could write it like that. You could write it like that. You can write it any way. You just have to get a box. I like to write mine like this. So I write mine from the top corner here to the left, and then down, and then to the right, and then up, without taking my pen off the page. So I'm going to write it right here. Mium. Biup is the sixth letter of the Korean alphabet, and you write it like this. Biup. Biup says B or P, depending on the word you're reading or writing. So B or P. And you write Biup like this. You go down, and then you go to the right, and then you go up, without taking your pen off the page, and then you do this middle line. So this kind of looks like a bunny. This is how I memorize what Biup looked like. This looks like a bunny to me. Biup, bunny, get it? That's not funny. Anyway, so this is how you would write Biup. Biup. Biup says B or P. This Korean word is a really good example of this because this character here says Pa, and this character here says Bo. And you can see that there are two Biups here. This one says P, and this one says B. I don't think I should be teaching anybody this word, but Pabo is Korean for fool or idiot. The seventh letter in the Korean alphabet is called Shiyut. Shiyut. When I was teaching my sister the alphabet, she laughed at this letter because it sounds like the word shit. And she's sitting right there laughing. Anyway, Shiyut says sh. Or just the regular s sound. And this depends on which vowel your Shiyut is paired with. So to write Shiyut, it's just like an upside down V. You write it like that. Shiyut. Alright, so here's two examples. This Shiyut paired with the A vowel would say sa. And this Shiyut paired with the Ya vowel would say sha. So, anytime your Shiyut is paired with a vowel that looks like one of these, with a single line off the longer line, it would say s. And anytime your Shiyut is paired with any of these vowels, it would say sh. This letter is called Eum. It is the eighth letter of the Korean alphabet. Eum. You just write this like you would write a circle. Now, this is going to take a little bit to explain, so I'm just going to use examples. So the example I'm going to use for Eum is this character, and it says yang. Yang. This is ya, and the yang at the end says which means, well, which translates into young. This young here takes place of another consonant, but at the beginning, young has no sound value. So, the vocabulary word for this is goyangi, which means cat. Go, yang, yi. Goyangi, cat. The 9th letter of the alphabet is called jia. Jia. This letter says ja. So you write it like you're writing the shiat, and then you put the horizontal line on top. This is jiat. This letter looks very similar to jiat, except this one's called chiat. Chiat. And chiat says ch. So you write this like you're writing the jiat, and then you put the smaller horizontal line on top of that horizontal line. Chiat. This letter looks very similar to the first letter that we learned. So the first letter was called giak, and this letter is called kiak. Kiak. Kiak says k. So you write this like you're writing the first letter, and then you put the horizontal line right in the middle. This looks like a backwards F, and kiak says k. The 12th letter of the alphabet is called tigut. Tigut. Tigut says t. T. And tigut looks very similar. Actually, it looks identical to a capital E. And that's how you write it. You write it just like you're writing capital E. I don't write my capital E's like this. I write them like that, but that does not pertain to the lesson that we're learning. Anyway, yeah. Tigut says T. The 13th letter is called P. P. This letter looks very similar to the Roman numeral 5, and that's how you would write it. P says P. 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 Last but not least, the 14th consonant of the Korean alphabet. This one is called, well, I'm actually not sure what this one's called. I think it's called Hia, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this one says H. So you would write this one like you're writing an iyung, and then you would write the two horizontal lines on top.